What's going on, guys? Once again, Josh Heupel lands his top target of the recruiting cycle. Five-star running back Gabriel Georges out of Chattanooga has announced he's committed to Tennessee over Ohio State and over Ole Miss. It's a huge pickup for Josh Heupel and staff. There's been debate about, the NIL, why they're paying for a running back, and we'll go a little bit into that as we go. Now, this is being pre-recorded in the event that he is picking it. So it won't release, obviously, if he doesn't. But everything's pointing to DGG announcing for Tennessee. I did just see where the VolQuest staff is on site. They kept quiet about that the whole time as to whether they're going or not. They are there. Give Austin Price of VolQuest.com. Again, if you want to, you can listen to everybody out here, give all their takes, all this stuff on it. When it comes to Tennessee recruiting, and this is nothing against any other sites at all. When it comes to Tennessee football recruiting, Austin Price is the guy who is locked in on Tennessee recruiting. And he's not a guy that just tells Tennessee fans what they want to hear. He tells them the way it is. And he's been consistent with this really from the get-go. And, while you had national guys saying Ohio State writers, Ole Miss writers trying to discount Tennessee among it. They're trying to discount him now that he's picked them, which is the norm for it. But Austin Price has been consistent on this. He's never wavered. Hats off to him for, having it. And I think it was pretty telling when DGG took his visit to Knoxville. Austin Price had said that day, he said that I don't expect him to do any interviews. And, well, who did DGG find? He found Austin Price, did an interview with him. That tells you something right there. But huge pickup for Tennessee. And if you look at what Tennessee has coming back, all right, let's say, personally, I think it's going to be Faison Brandon, but I'm not discounting George McIntyre either. One of these two guys at the end of this season is going to be the guy for at least 3 years. I don't think there's much doubt about this. I don't think you're going into next season with a quarterback competition. I just don't. I think it's going to be settled at that point. One of these two guys, and again, my thoughts is it will be Faison Brandon. You're rolling with him in as a sophomore. The only guy you're losing off of the offensive line next year is Wendell Moy Jr. Wide receiver, you could realistically return everyone. Tight end, you could realistically return everyone along the way as well. Running back, you could realistically return everyone also. But you get another year with that offensive line, which I expect to make strides this year. You get Faison Brandon, if it's him, a year in the system. He's ready to go next year, full off season as the guy. Tight end, again, you should be strong at that position as well. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some guys that may have decisions to make at the end of this season. Mike Matthews, Deshaun Bishop, Braylon Staley, possibly Ethan Davis. Could an offensive lineman who's third year in the program have a decision? We'll see on that. David Sanders Jr. is just a sophomore, so there's no decision for him to make after this coming season. Tennessee's had good running backs. They've been getting 1,000-yard rushers year after year. I really don't think they've had the type of runner that we're thinking DGG is going to be, though. This is a guy that's one of those elite backs. Tennessee's had good running backs for years and years now. Unfortunately, the best one we had was so underutilized in recent memory in Alvin Kamara, which we could go on all day long about that story as well. But, you think of guys who were that dude. Gosh, man, you got to go back a long way. You got to go back a long way where we had some of those guys who could tote it like this. And again, Tennessee's had really good running backs the last few years. Don't get me wrong on that. But the potential this dude brings in, listed at, depends on where it's at, 6'1", 210, 6'1", 220 in high school now. You get him in with Derek Owens, who may be one of, if not the best strength and conditioning coaches in the country. You get him in with this offense, because I'm assuming he'll be an early enrollee. Most guys are nowadays. You get him in that program. You get him that full off season. Get him in college football shape. This guy will be ready next year. And I think Deshaun Bishop was asked about it, and I can't remember that. It's like if the Lord says it's in the fold, this is not quote for quote on it, but basically if the Lord says for them to split carries, they split carries next year, see how it is. But based on the money Tennessee has spent, the NIL is going to be a big deal in this. What big programs, though, are not spending money on recruits? All of them are spending over $1 million on top recruits. There's no doubt about that. If you think in this cycle, though, this is that piece you're missing, you go out and spend it on it. They did it a couple cycles ago with David Sanders Jr. They did it with George McIntyre, not near as much. I've never heard the money McIntyre's making, but you can assure he's making pretty good money. Last year, Faison Brandon, Tristan Keys, among others that they brought in. A couple really good classes in a row with top-end talent. Now with this class, obviously he's not committed as of now. I'm waiting on this to happen, but that will put them top 30 right now. 15 commitments, looking like possibility to go out a second running back at Asa Barnes next week would put them at 16. Not much else going on there now. So it's a pretty solid recruiting class for Tennessee, and it's one that, again, you go out and add through the portal this offseason where you need to. And, that's a topic for another day and age. But this is a great day for Tennessee football, great day for Josh Heupel. Tennessee continues to stock talent. They continue to stock the cupboard full around. The bottom line now, let's face it, it's about development. And got full confidence in this offensive staff. We saw it last year with the quarterback change. Offense was pretty good for the most part. Not perfect. Had some games that they were off toward the end of the year. But you look at the ceiling, the trajectory of these prospects Tennessee signing, good things are coming on Rocky Top. I don't know what to expect this year. I don't know that a playoff is realistic. I mean, maybe it's realistic. I don't know that it's likely. I will say that based on the schedule. But, you never know. You never know. There is talent in Knoxville this year. They're continuing to stockpile that talent, and they're going to continue to add through the portal as well. One thing I think you got to like on this is Josh Heupel's staff. After last offseason, he saw the defense, the strength and conditioning was not cutting it. He was not afraid to go out and make the change. He's not afraid to make the tweaks, as they made some tweaks on the offense last year. They do learn and grow from it. Is it ever perfect? No, it's never going to be. But I think you got to feel pretty good about what they're putting together in Knoxville and what's to come in the next couple years. Again, great day for Tennessee. Wrapping up on that one. Frank, House of Orange, I will see you when I see you.